Module description. In this advanced and expressive module, we focus on one of the most vital pillars of improvisation, melodic and thematic development. While many instrumentalists can play notes, the true power of improvisation lies in creating memorable, emotionally resonant, and structurally coherent melodic lines. Improvisation is not merely the spontaneous combination of scales and patterns, it is the art of developing an idea, telling a story, and captivating a listener through evolving themes. This module takes you deep into the creative and structural frameworks of crafting melodies and expanding them through variation, repetition, motif development, and melodic phrasing. It introduces techniques drawn from classical compositional traditions, jazz improvisation, gospel expressionism, Afrobeat chant-based motifs, and the phrasing style of R&B and pop. You will discover how to build motifs, transform themes, and develop musical narratives that evolve over time. You will explore how to avoid random, unfocused improvising by learning how to create directional solos, use melodic tension and resolution, and interact with the harmonic context more meaningfully. By focusing on motif-led improvisation, this module transforms instrumentalists from note players to musical storytellers with identity and intention. Learning objectives. By the end of Module 8, you will be able to create original melodic motifs and develop them through transformation techniques, use thematic unity and variation to structure solos and improvisations, understand phrase structure, and build coherent musical sentences, connect melodic content to underlying harmonic movement, apply call and response in melodic development, use motivic development across different genres, jazz, gospel, Afrobeat, pop, R&B. Integrate rhythmic and melodic variation for expressive storytelling. Avoid excessive note usage in favor of well-shaped melodic ideas. Melodic motif. Fundamentals. Definition of motif versus theme. Characteristics of strong motifs. Rhythm, interval, contour. 1-bar and 2-bar motifs. Melodic identity and signature phrases. Example, using a 3-note figure to develop an entire solo. Interval training, ascending and descending, minor and major seconds, half and whole steps, minor and major thirds, essential for chord identification, perfect fourths and fifths, tritones, diminished fifth, augmented fourth, minor and major sixths, minor and major sevenths octave, compound intervals, and dissonant leaps. Application. Singing intervals using solfege, do re, do mi, do sol. Learning popular songs built around specific intervals and recreating them without instruments. Motivic development techniques. Repetition. Using exact motif to reinforce a theme. Sequence. Shifting the motif up, down in pitch. Augmentation. Lengthening rhythmic values. Diminution. Shortening rhythm to add intensity. Inversion. Flipping the contour of a motif. Retrograde. Playing the motif backward. Fragmentation. Breaking motifs into smaller components. Thematic cohesion in improvisation. Building an entire solo from a single theme. Establishing and returning to an anchor phrase. Structuring solos using thematic ABA or call-response formats. Balancing unity and contrast for musical engagement. Melodic phrasing and shape. Phrase length, 2, 4, 8-bar phrases. Using breath and rests in phrasing. Rising and falling contour shapes. Dynamic expression, crescendo, diminuendo, articulations. Melody and harmony. Integration. Targeting chord tones in melody lines. Connecting melodic motifs to harmonic tension/resolution. Melodic implications of passing chords and modulations. Crafting motifs around non-diatonic harmony. Genre-specific melodic tools. Jazz, bebop motifs, chromatic enclosure, voice-leading gospel. Call and response melodic cells. Emotional contour. Afrobeat. Repetitive chant-based lines. Groove motif alignment. R&B/neo-soul. smooth intervals, vocal-inspired melodic flow, pop, hook-based motif construction, symmetry and simplicity, interaction and conversational melodies, trading motifs with other musicians, developing a musical sentence from another's idea, layered melodic conversations in ensemble settings, reactive improvisation based on real-time thematic input. Assignments and practice routines. Compose 3 short motifs and develop each in 4 variations. Record a solo built entirely from one motif using 3 development techniques. Analyze a famous solo, Miles Davis, Ebo Taylor, Jacob Collier, and identify motif use. Improvise with a partner using call and response melodies. Transcribe a solo from a gospel/R&B track and locate the thematic sections. Expected outcomes. By the end of this module, you will become more intentional, thematic, and expressive improvisers. Rather than relying on scale runs and repetitive licks, they will create captivating musical statements built on motifs, phrases, and themes. Their improvisation will become recognizable, emotionally resonant, and stylistically distinct, suitable for any genre or setting from the jazz club to the church stage to the Afrobeat bandstand.